this is me again. As you can see, if I've been today, I better catch up to my episode. So anyway, before I start, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I want to talk about a topic called "Don't let your future decide what your future should be." And then why do I want to share this with you is start with last month, actually later February. I decided to start exercise for myself. Start exercise by myself is I'm gonna stop talking about things I don't want in my life. You know what I mean? I wanna start exercise that. I'm not saying it's easy. It does actually take a lot of reminder. That is, every time if I'm going out having lunch with my friends, instead of talking about how life frustrates me, I decide to stop talking about it. I would stop. So if I ever cut myself doing that, I actually say stop. I actually do this. I'm gonna stop right now, right? So during the conversation, I'm gonna stop right now. And then friends sometimes feel, very startled, like why? I say because I don't want it in my life. I don't want to talk about it in my life. So of course, when I talk about this with other people, people will think, oh, but it's not kind of, avoid or pretend, like just, lie to yourself. Through this exercise, I realized one thing, it is not quite so. It's not quite so because I'm very aware they are there. Like, the truth is I'm very aware of that. They are there. And I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it because that's not something I want in my life. So I want to talk about it. I want to stop talking about it. And now I only want to talk about what I want in my life, right? So does that mean by stop talking about it, now you grow your fun that you like it now? No, not so. I still know I don't like it, but I'm not going to make it a focal point of my life, which unfortunately, that's what we do. Most of us do that. Right? Because due to our past experience and things like that, we tend to get stuck in the frustration and we don't know how to get out of it, right? So since we don't have any way to stop us from doing that, so I've been doing this exercise of saying, that's it. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you in my life. Eventually, I'm looking forward to be smarter me, wiser me, better me, then I'll find my way out. But one thing I do know, you guys all know, if I throw you in the shit pile, you will never figure your way out because you're all covered by it. So the best way you can find your way out is make sure you put your head over the shit pile so you can actually see where the road is, right? So that's basically the same thing. So during this process, and then, a friend and me having discussion and talking about how we often build our future based on our past experience. Unfortunately, our past experience is not always good. Sometimes, most of the time it's bad. As I talked about in the previous episode, we very often have this hunting ghost following everywhere we go and deciding how our life should be. And therefore, even when we have an idea or have a vision, this is where we want it to be, we very often got pulled back by this ghost that we create for ourselves, right? So through this process, why do I bring these two together? Why do I bring these two together? Is after exercising this, I don't want to talk about it. No, I would stop here right now because it's not that I don't want to talk about it. It's just because that's something I don't want. And why am I continue feeding energy to it? Because I should know better than anybody else. And if I cannot exercise on myself, who I am to teach or help people to do that for themselves, right? So through the process, after about a month or so, roughly about a month or so, then you kind of get a hang of it. You kind of get a hang to tell yourself to shut up, you know what I mean? So, and then what you want to do is you would tell yourself shut up enough that you would not even open your mouth. You would actually catch yourself before you even say it, right? So after I kind of thought I kind of doing that, and then this conversation, like friends talk about, right? How we often build our future based on our past experience. I start to realize what is really funny is the whole exercise that I'm saying, because I don't want that in my life. That's why I don't want to talk about it. I know what I want in my life. I know what I want in the future. That's why I had choice. We always have choice. Instead of giving my choice to the something I don't want, I want to give the power to something I want. So by doing this exercise, I start to realize what I actually been doing is I'm giving the power to my future. You tell me how your life should be. right? You tell me where your life should go. How can I better myself to assist you instead of you, the one who I don't like, continue telling me like what I don't like, continue living in that shit pile that I couldn't even get myself out. Now, all of a sudden, somewhere in between there, your vision or your mind actually become more clear. Then you're able to ask, okay, future me, that only based on the platform that you know where your future is going to be. Like this, you know how you want to be, who you want to be. You know what I mean? That you have an idea where your future is going to be. Now, at this point, you have a decision. I'm giving that power to the future me. You tell me, what can I do? What kind of challenges do I have to work it through? What kind of tasks do I have to work it through? Then I can assist you to become you, because, at the end, you are someone I want to be and you are not. I already live you. You were in my past. Based on the past experience, fear, and whatever, I kind of been there, done that, don't quite really like it. Why do I want my future to be exactly the same as you? You know what I mean? So, in this case, you realize how your mind, through the process of saying, I will stop talking about something I don't want in my life. I'll stop it because, that's just not what I want. You actually exercise, exercise a muscle by giving the power to the future. At this point, you do have to figure out where your future is. So anyway, the reason it's a very small episode. The reason I bring it out and really want to share with you guys is do be aware how we often build our future based on our past experience. Unfortunately, we don't use the past experience of what we like to build our future. We often use the past experience of what we don't like to build our future. That's why as we continue progressing our future, we're really not working toward our future. We are actually working to a past future, the future that is built upon past, right? And living the same life like we lived years ago, days ago, or decades ago, whatever that is. So anyway, if you are aware this is a pattern that you're doing, that's why you will start to realize it's very important that I tell you to figure out, design, or look into who do you want to be, even though that it requires you to copy someone. Not copy as more appearance, outward, but more inner. I want to feel that confidence. I want to be that confident. I want to be that certain. I want to be influential. I want to be powerful. I want to be respectful. Whatever that quality that you really want to be. Now is the time that I tell you, guys, spend some time, sit down and start writing that down. Start to think, if I give you a chance to be whoever you want to be, who that person is going to be. Who are you going to be? Because now, in the future, you literally can be anyone, right? Let's imagine you can be anyone. Now you do have to create your blueprint. Let's do the same exercise as we did on the spirits. Why does the spirit always got, greater power than us? They can design our blueprint and we can't. Now here I'm just gonna tell you that is not so. You have equally the same power to decide where your future is going to be, how it's gonna look like, what kind of tests you're going to deal with by right now, right here, look into it. Decide it, write it down, and then make that form solid. Because guys, not kidding you have to have a solid form for you to know where you're going, right? Otherwise, based on past experience, you will most likely live the same day as you were yesterday, because it's continue being driven by it, right? So if you guys are like me, now it's about time to say, it's enough. I'm tired of my past deciding where my future is going to be. I'm going to let my future decide where my future is going to be. That is, how do you make sure those two paths are different? Is stop listening to your past and start creating your future. You do have to have a goal to go to, otherwise you'll be wandering around not sure where you're going. So write it down, knowing that's where I'm going to be in 10 years from now. That's where I'm going to be 5 years from now. That's where I'm going to be 20 years from now. And now have a great conversation with your past. Have a great conversation with your future and sit down and say, how can I better assist you? How can I better assist you? Because you are where I'm going to be. And then try to live your day based on that. How can I better assist your future you? Instead of how can I better assist my past you, because so far every day I've been dragging on living like I was 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So if you guys do want to, as I know, a lot of people come to me, have a consultation, and the biggest fear you have is living the same life you were 10 years ago, or worry you were supposed to do something big, but then you will end up wasting your life. This is a time you can make a difference. This is a time, sit down, designing your life for you. Then you actually have a direction. And it's a key point, okay? You do have to know where you're going. So you're going to say, okay, that sounds great. I'm just going to keep going without knowing where my future is. Guys, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. I want to say you want to work, but it doesn't. It's like, hey, I want to go, I want to go travel. I just don't know where I'm going. The chances, if you do that, you will most likely stay at home because you don't know where you're going to go, right? So once you decided, okay, this is my destination, this is who I am, this is what I want to be, you will more likely, and of course, if you have more conversation with your future instead of your past, because your past is going to continue telling you, you cannot do it, you will fail, you will never succeed, you're ugly, you're going to continue repeating that things, right? As I say, previous episode, refer to it. Don't let the ghosts in your life stop you from living. Now, it's about time to have a conversation with your future and let your future decide where your future is supposed to be, not your past. So anyway, just a little episode to share with you guys, just because this exercise that I did, I find it profound. So I believe you guys might actually find it profound as well, because once you have a conversation with your future, you'll realize even the tone of your voice change. You talk more differently because you had that future image in your head instructing you how you should act and talk. So give it a try, guys. I find it very profound. So again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook, or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, I see you guys next time. Bye.